Namaste friends, I am Jayalakshmi Ravichandran signing in on behalf of Magic Needles. This day I am here with letter R in Filet Crochet. How to work chainless foundation disease and how to work Filet Crochet, that is the basics of Filet Crochet, are available as separate video links in the description box below. To begin this Filet Crochet, we need 20 solid squares as the first row, that is 61 DCs. Then we have second, third and fourth rows with one solid square on either side of them and 18 open squares in between them. The fifth row is always fifth and subsequent odd number of rows are read from right to left and worked. The even number rows are read from left to right and worked. So let's begin the fifth row. Fifth row, one solid square, four open squares, 1, 2, 3, 4 solid squares, 4 open squares, 3 solid squares, 3 open squares, ending with 1 solid square. Sixth row, 1 solid square, 2 open squares, 1 solid square, 3 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 open squares, and then 1 solid square. The seventh row, 1 solid square, 6 open squares, 1 solid square, 3 open squares, 2 solid squares, 1 open square, 1 solid square, 1 open square, 1 solid square, 2 open squares, and then 1 solid square. The eighth row, 1 solid square, 3 open squares, 1 solid square, 3 open squares, 2 solid squares, 1 open square, 2 solid squares, the rest are open squares, and the last is solid square. The ninth row, 1 solid square, 5 open squares, 6 solid squares, the rest are open squares ending with a solid square. The 10th row, 1 solid square, 6 open squares, 1 solid square, 1 open square, 2 solid square, 3 open squares, 1 solid square, the rest are open squares ending with 1 solid square. The 11th row, 1 solid square, 3 open squares, 2 solid squares, 3 open squares, 1 solid square, 3 open squares, 1 solid square, 5 open squares and then 1 solid square. 12th row, 1 solid square, 5 open squares, 1 solid square, 4 open squares, 1 solid square, 1 open square, 2 solid square, 4 open squares and then 1 solid square. 13th row, 1 solid square, 5 open squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 solid squares, the rest are open squares ending with a solid square. 14th, 15th and 16th are 1 solid square on either side with 18 open squares in between them, and the 17th one you have 20 solid squares or 61 DCs. Thank you friends, have a nice time.